Welcome to the session on turbo machines. Till now we discussed on axial flow turbines. Today we are discussing on radial flow turbines. Radial flow turbines are those in which the fluid enters and leaves the turbo machines radially. Radial flow turbines are radially inward flow turbo machines. Inward flow is nothing but here the fluid flows across the rotor blades radially from outer radius to the inner radius. Here the fluid enters at the outer tip of the blade and moves towards the inner radius. Therefore, the radial turbines are also called radially inward flow turbo machines. Radial flow turbines are the radially inward flow turbo machines in where the fluid flows across the rotor blades. These are the rotor blades. Radially means, what is meant by radially? The fluid enters to the turbo machine at 90 degrees to the axis of rotation of the blades. The fluid enters radially to the axis of rotation of the blades, and the fluid flows from outer radius to the inner radius. Fluid enters at the tip of the blade and moves towards the shaft or the rotor. Therefore, the radial flow turbines are also called inward flow radial turbo machines. Since the flow takes place from outer radius to the inner radius, they are also known as centripetal turbo machine. I think you know what is meant by centrifugal force and centripetal force. Centripetal is nothing but towards the center. Since here the fluid flows from outer radius to inner radius, these turbo machines are also called the centripetal turbo machines. What happens in case of an axial turbo machines? The fluid flows parallel to the axis of rotation. And the blade velocity U remains constant. Therefore, we considered U1 equals U2. But here the fluid enters at the tip and moves towards the center in case of radial turbines. Therefore, the blade velocity doesn't remain same. It goes on, increases from tip of the blade towards the center of the blade. Therefore, the blade velocity at the inlet and the outlet doesn't remain same. U1 is not equal to U2. But in case of axial turbines, the blade velocity U remains the same. But in case of radial turbines, the blade velocity doesn't remains. Okay, the next concept is the energy transfer and degree of reaction in a general radial flow turbine. I already said the fluid enters radially to the turbine. Therefore, the inlet nozzle angle alpha 1 is 90 degree here. Here in the diagram it is okay. The alpha 1 is equals to 90 degree. Since alpha 1 is equals to 90 degree, V1, the inlet velocity of the inlet absolute velocity, becomes equal to the flow velocity. V1 becomes equals to Vf1. Since the fluid enters radially and leaves radially, the radial velocity components are constant here. Vf1 equals Vf2. I already said V1 equals Vf1, V1 equals Vf1, Vf1 equals Vf2. That means V1 equals Vf1 equals Vf2. And you can see here alpha 1 is 90 degree. It is a right angle triangle. And if you consider the beta 1 as 45 degree, These are the assumptions that were made in the analysis of radial turbines. Beta 1, we considered the inlet blade angle as 45 degree. Since inlet blade angle is 45 degree, U1 from Pythagoras theorem, when beta 1 equals 45 degree and alpha 1 equals 90 degree, this angle is also becomes 45 degree. Therefore, U1 becomes equal to V1. Since V1 becomes equals to Vf1 and Vw2, the tangential velocity, the tangential component of absolute velocity at the inlet becomes 0 in case of radial turbines. V suffix U1 becomes 0. Okay, these are the assumptions. This is the inlet velocity triangle for a radial turbine, and this 3 gives the outlet velocity triangles for radial turbines at different angles of outlet blade angle. This is the diagram when the outlet blade angle is less than 90 degree, when the outlet blade angle is equal to 90 degree, and this is the diagram when outlet blade angle is greater than 90 degree. Okay. The following assumptions are made in the analysis of rotor turbines. The tangential velocity of the rotor at the exit is double than the at the inlet. U2 is greater than U1. Okay, the tangential blade velocity of the rotor, the tangential velocity of the rotor or the blade velocity at the exit is double than at the inlet. I already said the fluid enters at the tip of the blade and it moves towards the rotor, and the blade velocity continuously increases as the fluid flows from outer tip to the inlet tip. The blade velocity at the outlet U1, outlet is nothing but outlet tip or at the inlet of the fluid U1 is smaller, and at the U2 it continuously increases, and we assumes that the tangential velocity of the rotor at the exit is double than at the inlet. Okay, the radial velocity components Vf1 equals Vf2, and the fluid enters radially at the inlet with no velocity. Since alpha 1 is equals to 90 degree, V1 becomes Vf1. Therefore, and we know that the tangential component of the absolute velocity V1 is measured between Vf1 and V1. Since V1 becomes equal to Vf1, Vu1 becomes 0. The fluid enters radially at the inlet with no viral velocity. The tangential component of the absolute velocity becomes 0 here, or the viral velocity becomes 0. And we assumed that the blade angle at the inlet is 45 degree, beta 1 equals 45 degree, therefore V1 becomes Vf1, Vf1 is equals to Vf2, and Vf2 is equals to U1, because U1 is equals to Vf1 here, which in turn equal to Vf2. Okay, these are the assumptions made in the analysis of radial flow turbo machine. For power generating turbo machine, we are having this equation for energy transfer. V suffix U1, the tangential velocity of the rotor or the inlet, multiplied by the blade velocity, viral velocity at the inlet, multiplied by the blade velocity at the inlet, minus V suffix U2 into U2, but V suffix U1 is 0. Therefore, the equation for energy transfer for a radial flow turbo machine is given by minus V suffix U2 into U2 minus V suffix U2 into U suffix 2, where V suffix U2 is the viral velocity at the exit of the fluid and U2 is the blade velocity at the exit. Okay, but from the outlet velocity triangle you can see here what is cot beta 2, cot beta 2. What is cot? It is adjacent by opposite. Cot beta 2 is adjacent this side, u2 minus vw2 this side, adjacent by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is vf2. Cot beta 2 equals adjacent by hypotenuse. Therefore vw2 can be written as u2 minus vf2 by cot beta 2. vf2 into cot beta 2. Okay, cot beta 2 equals adjacent by opposite, adjacent is this side, by vf2. vf2 into cot beta 2 gives this length. Therefore vw2 equals u2 minus vf2 cot beta 2. We can write here. Substitute the value of v suffix u2 in the equation number 1. Therefore we get energy transfer E equals minus into u2 minus vf2 cot beta 2 into u2, but u2 equals 2 into u1. But u2 equals 2 times the u1, but u1 equals vf1, vf2 and v1. Therefore replace u2 with 2 into vf2. Okay, here u2 is replaced with 2 into vf2. Here also u2 is replaced with 2 into vf2. We are having vf2 common in here also, because u is replaced with 2 into vf2. vf2 is taken outside, we left with 2 here, and here also vf2 which is taken outside, we left with cot beta 2. Here u2 is replaced with 2 ef2 multiplied by vf2 becomes 2 vf2 square. Multiply minus, we will get cot beta 2 minus 2 into 2 vf2 square. But 2 uf2 vf2 is equals to vf1, which in turn equal to vf. Therefore the equation for energy transfer becomes 2 vf square into cot beta 2 minus 2. This is the equation for the energy transfer in case of radial flow turbines. Next, the degree of reaction. We know that the degree of reaction is defined as static head to the total head. This equation in the denominator also gives the energy transfer in a general turbo machine. Therefore, the equation of numerator can be replaced by E minus V1 square minus V2 square divided by 2, where E is the energy transfer, which is given by V1 square minus V2 square plus U1 square minus U2 square plus VR2 square minus VR1 square. Therefore, the equation for degree of reaction becomes E minus the energy transfer minus the change in kinetic head divided by the energy transfer. But from applying cosine rule to the outlet velocity triangle, we can write V2 square equals VR2 square plus U2 square minus 2 VR2 U2 into cos beta 2. This is the cosine rule, which says that the square of any one side. Cosine rule says that the length of any one side can be given by the square of other two sides minus 2 times multiplied by the two sides into cos beta 2. V2 square equals VR2 square plus U2 square minus 2 VR2 into U2 into cos beta 2. VR2 square, these are the two sides, VR2 square plus U2 square minus 2 into VR2 into U2 into multiplied by cos into cos of the angle made between these two sides gives the third side, that is V2 square. And also from the outlet velocity triangle we can write sin beta 2. What is sin beta 2? Opposite by hypotenuse, Vf2 by Vr2. Therefore we can write Vr2 equals Vf2 by sin beta 2. Here replace Vr2 by Vf2 by sin beta 2. V2 square equals, we replaced Vr2 square with Vf2 by sin beta 2. Vf2 square by sin square beta 2 plus U2 square minus 2 into Vf2 by sin beta 2 into U2 into cos beta 2. But what is cos beta 2 by sin beta 2? It is cot beta 2. And Vf2 equals Vf which is equals to U1. And also we know that U2 equals 2 into U1, which in turn can be written as U2 equals 2 into Vf2 or 2 into Vf, because the flow velocity remains constant, radial component of the velocity remains constant in case of radial flow turbo machines. Therefore U2 square equals 2 Vf square, nothing but 4, we will get 4 Vf square. 2Vf whole square equals 4 Vf square. Here also U2 is replaced by 2 Vf. 4 Vf square minus 2 into 2 4 Vf into Vf square cos beta 2 by sin beta 2 plus Vf square, we know that 1 by sin square beta 2 equals cosecant square beta 2, and we know that cos by sin is cot. Therefore V2 square equals 4 Vf square minus 4 Vf square cot beta 2 plus Vf square cosecant square beta 2. Rearranging this equation, we will get 4 Vf square plus Vf square into cosecant square beta 2 minus 4 Vf square cot beta 2. But we know that cosecant square beta 2 equals 1 plus cot square beta 2 by trigonometry. Substitute this equation here. We will get 4 Vf square plus Vf square plus Vf square cos square beta 2 minus 4 Vf square cot beta 2. Okay, but we know that V1 equals Vf. Therefore V2 square minus V1 square, we will get, we can write it as V2 square minus, instead of Vn square we can write Vf square. Vf square get cancels. 4 Vf square plus Vf square cot square beta 2 minus 4 Vf square cot beta 2. Taking Vf square outside, we will get 4 plus cot square beta 2 minus 4 cot beta 2. Call this as equation number 2. We already derived this equation for energy transfer for an radial flow turbo machine. We are having the degree of reaction in this form, the equation for degree of reaction. Substitute the equation of energy transfer and V1 square minus U2 square. Here we have found the equation for V2 square minus V1 square. Substitute these two equations in the equation of degree of reaction. Minus, here we have found this equation for V2 minus V1. Here we are having V1 minus V2. Therefore we will get negative sign here. Negative into negative, positive plus. Therefore the equation for degree of reaction can be given by 2 into Vf square into cot beta 2 minus 2 plus Vf square into 4 plus cot square beta 2 minus 4 cot beta 2 by 2. Again substitute the equation of energy transfer in the denominator. Okay, here Vf square is common, here also Vf square is common. take this outside. In the numerator also, in the denominator also, you are having Vf square. Vf square, Vs square get cancels. We left with 2 into cot beta 2 minus 1, 2 plus 4 plus cot square beta 2 minus 4 cot beta 2 by 2. Okay. Now take LCM. 2 into 2 becomes 4. 4 into cot beta 2 minus 2 plus 4 plus cot square beta 2 minus 4 into cot beta 2. 2 into 2 becomes 4 in the denominator. 4 into cot beta 2 minus 2. 4 into by simplifying 4 cot beta 2 minus 4 cot beta 2 get cancels. Here 4 cot beta 2 minus 4 into 2 is 8. 4 cot beta 2 plus minus 4 cot beta 2 get cancels. We left with minus 4. Minus 8 plus 4 is minus 4. Minus 4 plus cot square beta 2. In the new denominator we are having 4 into cot beta 2 minus 2. Minus 4 we can write it as minus 2 square plus cot square beta 2. Or rearranging we can write cot square beta 2 minus 2 square, which is in the form a square minus b square. We can write it in the a plus b into a minus b. Cot beta 2 minus 2, cot beta 2 minus 2 get cancels. We left with cot beta 2 plus 2 divided by 4, which is the equation for degree of reaction for radial flow turbo machines. It is applicable for both power absorbing and power generating radial flow turbo machines. R equals, here we derived for the radial flow turbines. Same we can derive for radial flow compressors or machines, power absorbing turbo machines. Okay, the next concept is effect of discharge angle, means beta 2 on energy transfer and degree of reaction. We are having this equation, E equals 2 EVF square into cot beta 2 minus 2. You substitute any value less than 20, greater than 26.5. You will get to this equation, beta 2 equals any value greater than 26.5. You will get the negative energy transfer. In such case, the turbo machines becomes a power absorbing turbo machine. Therefore, for a power generating turbo machine, in case of radial flow turbo machines, the beta 2 angle should be less than 26.5. Means for radial flow turbines, the angle of beta 2, that means the discharge blade angle, the blade discharge angle is always less than 26.5 degree. Then only the E is positive and machine will act as a turbine. Here in the graph you can see, for any value less than greater than 26.5, the energy transfer is increases in the negative direction. Therefore, the discharge blade angle for a turbo radial turbine should be less than 26.5 degrees Celsius. Okay, similarly in the degree of reaction also, for any value ranging between 26.5 to 153.5, the degree of reaction decreases and it becomes equals to 0 at 26.5 degree Celsius. At from 26.5 to 153.5, as you decrease the beta angle, the discharge angle, its value decreases from 0 to unity to very positive value. At an angle of beta 2 equals 153.5 degrees Celsius, the degree of reaction becomes equals, and hence the machine will act as an impulse turbine. That means at any angle greater than 153.5, at 153.5 degrees Celsius, the radial flow turbines act as an impulse turbine. That's all for today.